Hello and welcome back to this video. To get a background of what I am doing, why I am doing, please go back and watch the part 1 video where I have explained to you the context behind why I am speaking about this. Now coming to this video, I'm going to be speaking about a scenario where person A, person B, person C, three people are kind of discussing a little heated argument, a little discussion, not an argument, a little heated discussion, and they're kind of figuring out where they had to go at this moment. So basically, there are three tasks that they had to do. They've been in the tasks are in the mind since few months, 6 to 8 months. So they need to be done. They need to be attended to. But which one is the right one to pick and attend to on at this time on this day is the question there. So person A suggests something, person B suggests something, person C suggests something, and they're kind of discussing and discussing and discussing. And then person B and person C decided not this, not this, not this. You remember there is something else that we had, and now I thought about that to go there to a certain place. I thought about that and let's go there. And to that place, person A doesn't want to go. So just person B, okay, then just me, person B, and person C can go to that place. There's not of much need for all of us to go there right now. So it ended with a friendly conclusion, not not a heated argument, but yes, it ended with a friendly conclusion. The person B and person C started their drive, went there, and then while they were coming back, the task was attended to, and they were coming back. Person C had a thought behind the mind regarding because they were coming back home, and at the time that they left home from a scene where person A, person B, person C were kind of speaking, discussing a heated discussion about what we have to do. So person C slightly got reminded of the scene that, oh, some kind of disturbing scene happened. May not be that disturbing, but just discussion happened. And how come we kind of discuss something, but then we don't end up doing that, and then we picked this, and then here person A didn't come. Maybe the person A is feeling bad. Maybe we should not have gone there. Maybe this, maybe that. Why did we even come here? Such thoughts are running in the person C's mind, right? At that point of time, there are two choices. Person C can continue to talk, self talk in that thoughts, worrisome thoughts, anxiety thoughts, fearful thoughts, where, oh, this always happens in our house. Wherever we want to go out, people, we kind of discuss, but somebody or the other has to feel hurt. Somebody or the other has to feel sad. Somebody or the other will not feel satisfied. Every time this happens in our house, you remember, right? We can create that conversation in the mind, and even with the person alongside, there is a choice. Or you let the thoughts come, you observe the thoughts, and you settle down within. You find that silence within, you find that space within. Okay, let me just see what maybe nature is offering, whatever you are there, wherever you are there. So at that point of time, the person B and person C were in the car. So what did person C do? Observed the thoughts, noticed all those thoughts, and let the thoughts settle down too. And then the person C found some inner space, found some inner silence. At that point of time, they have realized person C has spotted a hoarding on the road, a big hoarding about a house on sale, right? And then they went a little ahead, but then person C looking at that hoarding, still thinking, what was that hoarding about? Something is striking me, something is striking me. They still went ahead little. Person B is not aware that person C has looked at the hoarding, and then person C kind of tells person B, you know, there was a hoarding there. Do you think we should take a U-turn and check that out? Boom, they take a U-turn, they go there, they check it out, they see that hoarding. It is about a house. The house is very similar, the kind of house is very similar to the kind of house person B has been eyeing for, has been aiming for, has been dreaming about. Person B has been dreaming about. That person C has spotted, right? So now person B and person C go there, and then some discussion happens, and then they go back home, and then the person A also is, I mean, again, person A and person B come back to that place, and yes, some discussion happens, some decisions are being taken, all that put aside, right? The house has been taken, all that put aside. Now let us understand the reasons, the spiritual reason behind that disturbance, behind that heated argument, heated conversation, right? So physically, now physically people are standing around, right? You may be liking somebody, you may be not liking somebody, you may be approving all things that the person is doing, you may be not approving all things that the person is doing, you may be, some people may be annoying to you. That's all fine. That's a physical reason of why this always happens in our house. Some kind of discussion happens, some kind of disturbance happens. Mentally at that point of time, maybe 2 hours I was already in the kitchen, and then standing in the kitchen. Any of the persons, nothing specific about person A, person B, person C, any of the persons, or maybe the person, one of these persons has had spent 2 hours in the garden doing some kind of manual stuff, and genuinely tired, and hence some heated, the tone, maybe the tone had come up in a heated manner. So, and then something happened, person A, person B, person C pumped up emotionally. I am feeling a little sad at that point of time, because you remember 1 week back also we wanted to go somewhere and similar discussion happened, and then we went to that place where person A told. Now why does he not agree to the place what we, person B or person C, is saying? I agreed 10 days back, or person C agreed 10 days back, person B agreed 15 days back. So now let us, can't people agree to what I say? Right? So emotionally, I am drained with people there. Emotionally, I am done with dealing with such conversations. Emotionally, I'm done. I'm done arguing with people who do not take my point of view. Emotionally, emotional reason. Underneath all of this lies the spiritual reason. And what is the spiritual reason? That house that is there on that land that is open for sale is the calling for person B's dream. For person B and person C, whoever went there in that route, you remember when I explained to you the scenario? They, person B, recalled another task which was not at all being discussed among all these three people, A, B, C. A, B, C. They just didn't come up. Randomly, person B told, okay, no, none of these. We'll just go to another place which which comes to my mind now. And then fed up of the discussion, person A, maybe all person A, person B, person A, okay, done. Whatever you say now, okay, let's go. Fed up of the discussion, emotionally fed up, emotionally tired, emotionally drained, emotionally done. So what happened? Person B, person C went on a totally different task, totally different route, totally different road, where person C spotted the hoarding there. All this is leading to, because we are called for, because this is where we are supposed to be living, because this is where person A, person B, person C need to be moving into. That is the house, that is the karmic path, that is the karmic way, that is the karmic solution. The spiritual reason is you got to be spending your some part of your life in this place, in this time, with these people around, in this community, with this specific builder, with this specific carpenter, with this specific person, who the electrician, with this specific plumber. Every reason, every experience, every person, every relationship has a spiritual reason behind it. So that was a spiritual calling. Now again, who's going to prompt us to no, go there and do that? Will there be another person E coming up and telling person A, person B, person, just stop fighting, just stop arguing? You remember, you go there, there is some hoarding there, go and look at the hoarding there. That is your calling, that is your solution. Right? Now person E is not going, nobody physically, nothing used to will be coming up. So what does universe do? What does the divinity do? Divinity creates a drama. In that drama there was discussion, there was disturbance, there was words being exchanged here and there. There was, no, 10 days back I listened to person A, now why doesn't person A listen to me? There was emotional stress, there were many things. And then what did divinity do? Divinity reminded person B, just stop all of these and go to that place, just go to that place. So person B recalled that task. And when person B recalled that task, what happened? All three fed up of this discussion. Okay, whatever you say, just let's go there. And then person A thought, no, I don't, maybe I'm not needed at that place. You both carry on, you both continue. And then person B, person C thought, why did this happen? Why did we have to leave person A? Maybe this was a wrong thing that we did, blah, 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 blah. All this is the emotional. But so what the divine drama had to create all this so that person B and person C will step out of the house at that point of time, speak to that person in that at that land, at that house, at that point of time, and seal the deal. That is the spiritual reason. For that spiritual reason, this divine drama, this disturbing, seemingly disturbing, it's not actually disturbing. If you look at it, it is such bliss. There is so much of happiness among everybody now. Person A, person B, person C, whoever comes, there is a happiness. There is a happy news. There is happiness, right? Yeah. So that is a spiritual reason behind why the drama happened. Again, trusting the universe, surrendering to universe, trusting God, surrendering to God, realizing that the divine, the God self is very much within you, going underneath the physical layer, mental layer, emotional layer. That is where you reach your spiritual layer, and you start to realize the spiritual reason behind whatever experiences you are having in your everyday life, even with very trivial experiences. At this specific time, why did you have to pick the toothbrush and go for your brushing? Even that has a spiritual reason. So yes, that was about this. And I'll come back as and when I'm called to. I'll come back and do many such videos. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye.